Okay, what about now? Can y'all hear now?
Did I plug it into the wrong thing? That was that on me?
Okay, let's just put this in the middle because we don't know what.
So that's
Okay, so y'all can hear us now?
I know y'all can hear now.
Y'all missed the whole concert and the whole.
Y'all missed my singing vocals. Y'all missed our awesome welcome. You missed all the shout outs. So I'm going to do the shout outs over again since y'all missed it. What's up, my boy?
Ricky, talk about start over.
No, for real.
Can we
hey, you guys. So welcome to the Women of Power radio show. We are so excited to be, diving into some hot topics tonight on Tuesday. Thank you to our faithful listeners. Make sure you share, make sure you comment, invite some more people in. We got this mustard yellow thing going on today. So we're about to rock, the mic a little bit or something like that.
Already.
Got the ladies with the bows and stuff like that.
Zenobia Harvey collection on deck. Listen, what's up, Artelio Ford? I hope I got it right. What's up, Ford? Azure Bradger, thank you for joining us tonight. What's up, Relissa Farmer, Lene Manuel, Nikki Harris is on with us. Thank you so much for joining us, Nikki. LaShondra Hamilton, how you doing, lady? Rakita Chris, top fan. How you doing, sis? So glad you could join us on tonight. Cheryl Lewis Thomas. Georgia Pierre, thank you for jumping in on the Women of Power radio show. So we have an exciting show for you guys tonight. Tarina Tate, thank you for being a sharer. We love you so much. So listen, you guys, share the video, like the video, and let's get rolling. What's popping on tonight, y'all?
Because I'm ready.
Hold on, I got one more group to share it too.
Okay, so not sharing.
We're trying to get some folks in, but we are ready. The weather is right, and my mouth is ready.
Spring is here.
But first off, okay, so let's talk about this before we jump into this topic.
Oh, Lord.
Spring forward was a spring no. Because that is, my whole day has been off.
Really?
Yes, my whole day. I got here late.
I know, but I'm just saying, I don't understand how spring and forward got your day off, though.
Because everything just goes by so fast, Like, you feel like
spring forward got y'all spring forward every year. Matter of fact, you spring forward while you sleep.
I was at work. I was at work. You feel it. I was at work. Listen.
Oh, I know that was sucking.
Man, it went from 2:00 to 3:00.
So did you get overtime?
Man, no, she get less time.
He was talking about he had to fix our
because it was late. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I used to go out when it would be the other way around because you get that extra hour when I used to be in the club.
I don't work 40 hours a week.
That extra hour.
Not at the hotel anyway. I don't work 40 hours a week, so I can't get that extra hours is an extra hour.
But it wasn't extra hours. Less you work less.
I hope they're gonna give us our hours,
right? Hey, Joelle, Brittany, how you ready?
But thank you to everybody that's joining. Thank you to everybody that's sharing. We actually are starting back to give away the gift card for those who share the most each month.
Yeah, at the beginning of April, we're gonna start for the month.
Because here's the thing. The reason why we asked to share is because there are other people that need to hear these topics and stuff like that. Need to hear the realness that comes from this soul that lies right here. Because God created something in me that needs to be spilled into the earth.
Oh Lord!
And y'all know we real and raw over here. So more people that
I can tell. I can already tell Zenobia finna be extra tonight,
and that's good. She in the middle. She gotta hold it down.
Listen, y'all. So this what happened. Y'all know I never sit in the middle.
Yes, you do. You have
rarely,
right.
But it's not because it's not by like we could. I just sit on that side. So they have forced me to be this over like bubbly person to engage with you guys if I'm in the middle, because if I don't, she gonna keep me back to the side. And right now I can't go back to the side because they both dressed up and I got a t-shirt on, and so we just needed to blend a little bit.
Yeah. And Azure, you said I went with my friends on Saturday and we'll never again. Where'd you go, girl?
Oh my, okay.
That hour was
trash.
Oh, you were out.
Listen. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in, you guys, to the first question, so we can get engaged. What we got?
What's the question?
All right, y'all. So the first question we have a young woman who says, "Why does my boyfriend get so insecure when I tell him I'm hanging with my girls?" So she wrote it and said every time she tells him I'm hanging out with my girls, whether it's going to a restaurant, whether it's going to the movies, and she said, and don't let it be a trip, he always starts to ask a lot of questions, or he gets uptight and kind of says things about what I have on. And it's like, she's starting to notice, it's like, basically he acts insecure, but it's not as if she's doing anything because she's with a group of women. So she wants to know why is it that her boyfriend is doing that, and in general, why is it that some men get insecure when their girlfriends are hanging out with their girls? Now y'all know they say like women joking, we don't like to see our dudes have fun or hear them have fun. You've seen the skits where men are laughing and we get upset and be like, oh, so because
you laughing at?
Exactly, that kind of thing. Or you gotta have a home, you need to come home. That kind of thing. So what do y'all say? I mean, have y'all experienced that? Do y'all care for the women if it's the other way around?
Wait, so like the boyfriend is upset?
Yeah, when she says she's hanging out with her girls, he gets real insecure.
How often does she hang out with a friend?
She didn't say. But she
said but it's probably not that often, or she would be able to answer her own question.
Right.
But she's just saying, why does he have an issue, period? Like when she's saying, like, it's just like, I'm like, hey, I'm going shopping with Zenobia. Why you gotta go with Zenobia? Like, dude, just go shopping with my girl, I don't even, the way the question is written, it don't sound like they going to the club. It just sounds like, hey, girls night out. It could be going to eat in a movie or whatever.
When men start to do that, or when a person starts to do that, you have to look, because that is a red flag. That is control. That to me, that is control and insecurity. Like, that's control, because why would he be so concerned every time, make a big deal every time? Unless, what type of friends she hanging out with though?
Okay, let me tell y'all something.
So what kind of friends is it?
I watch enough divorce court.
Yes, she
okay. And enough of the paternity court to know that the story they give at the front, once you dive into it, it's really a lot of layers to that story. So now you got to ask, what has happened when she's went out with her girlfriends before? Because all it takes is one time for people to start tripping. So let's say 2 years ago, she went out with her homegirls and came home sloppy drunk, falling over stuff, and he feels like she could have been taken advantage of. Like, your girl should have covered you. They shouldn't let you get here. So therefore, now forever, he's got an issue with you with those friends.
Or maybe he got an issue because the type of friends that you got are some loosey-gooseys.
How would he know? They my friends.
But she probably run her mouth about it, or he probably don't.
Can tell. Sometimes
you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell when girls.
And sometimes you have friends just like,
they went from loosey.
Hey, Lisa, if they're all friends, sometimes, because I've had friends like that to where they were just kind of out there and they didn't have a filter. So even in their girl conversation, if there's a guy around, they would still say everything. So the guy in turn would be like, oh, so that's what your friend be like. Because she'll be telling her stories about all the stuff she's doing and what, and then just it's a bad look. Right. Because now he's getting a perception of, and this is who you hang with all the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that could be.
Well, our friends are a reflection of us.
Right.
So if you've got a friend, and y'all need to catch this in the spirit.
Wait, is it just the church friends or the people?
Period. Period. Oh. Your friends are a reflection of you.
But I'm good with the ones that's not in church either.
Because she still got a little ratchet in her. But the point
is, got some ratchet in us.
We do. We all ratchet to righteous. Some have more ratchetness than others. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not pointing no fingers at anybody. But I'm just saying some people have more ratchetness than others. Just throwing that out there in the atmosphere. But so like, for example, if your BFF is like a turn down for what type of person, then your man is going to wonder, like, when she's with her and I'm not there, is she turning up? Right. I'm
thinking maybe it's because, well, before I say what I got to say, we're going to read what Tyrina, look at, girl, come on with the ponytail on the picture. Anyway, she said maybe he's been cheated on before, and that was the excuse his ex used. For example, busted by Ron and Arquette.
No, but I mean, have y'all ever been in a relationship though where you have a partner who just feels some type of way when you say you're going out off the strength, or no?
I think I've been in a situation where like it was too much. Like, I think it was just, I'm going with I'll put it this way. I've been in a situation where it was you're going with your homegirls too much. So it was an issue because of the quantity, not necessarily quality.
The quantity meaning the amount of time you went out, or the amount of people you went out.
How often and how much time was spent. But I was young. I didn't really care.
See, when we were doing it, I mean, I guess I really didn't have that issue because we were all going with each other. So like all the homegirls and the homeboys was going with each other.
So y'all were going as a group.
Yeah, we was going as a group.
Yeah, I was young.
We was fighting as a group. That's
why I thought y'all was young, because adults don't really.
Well, I've had
bring their hands together like that. They should though.
It was fun. Like we all went, like the couples and stuff. Like whether people had a boyfriend or girlfriend or not, we all went, and we always went in a big group, and it was so much fun.
Right. But I believe that there should be some healthy separation in a relationship. Like every once in a while, I should be able to just, honey, you stay with the kids, or you just stay by yourself, or go with your boys.
Do you think that maybe it's he's doing it as a way to throw her off because of something he possibly could be doing behind closed doors.
But how's that throwing her off? By getting upset at her going with her friends? How's that a throw off?
No, because some people, like, when they cheat and when they be doing stuff, they start to accuse you of doing things that they're mad.
Now that's different. But he's not accusing her. He just gets upset. Right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he starts getting mad and stuff.
Like, it's like, making comments. For example, when I read it, it reminded me of my old situation, to where it was like, you get up and it's like, oh, who you getting dressed up for? Those kind of things. And it's like, oh my gosh,
I never had that.
Oh, I have. And it was to the point where I didn't go out often, but just in general, his thing was, I used to go out so much when I was younger. Now that I'm older and I'm more mature, I don't go out at all because that's like immature and it's childish. Right. And I'm like, to go out and meet up with my friends to have a brunch or Sunday fun day, that's not immature and childish. That's we getting together with my friends.
That's grown people
and
stuff.
His thing was like, no, I feel like there's no reason for you to be going out and having fun. Are you where you want to be in life? And I was like, what does that have to do with going to brunch? And it's like, until you are where you need to be, you don't have time to be sitting here celebrating. And I'm like, what? And so this was a really big issue. So when she wrote that in, I was like, man, that kind of reminded me of my situation, because it was always like this for the smallest thing. As soon as my friends say, you want to go eat, it was like, oh, you finna go. I'm like, oh, I get a lecture every time. Like, oh, like, Father, may I please go with my friends?
That's like, that wears on you. What's up, Sade Lampkin? Thank you for joining us on tonight.
That's Lise. Lise, no, I'm just saying. Yeah, look, she said we always win as a pack, didn't we? Win as a pack and fought as a pack.
Oh, Lord. Now y'all fighting as a pack.
Now, we don't fight no more. We too grown for that. But Georgia has a question that I really like. She says, what type of friends does he have? Maybe he's going by what he and his friend does. Exactly. Because why would you be that deeply concerned and upset and bothered? You know what I'm saying? If I give you no signs of
doing anything.
Yeah.
What is that called when you like reflect it off yourself? That's called
projection.
No, it's some sort of something reflection. Right.
Oh, no, I thought it was,
I know what you're talking about.
It is projection. He's projecting his own. That could be it. He could be projecting on her. She sent the question though, right?
Yeah.
Well, why does my boyfriend get so insecure when I send him my girl? Yeah, he could be projecting because he knows. That's a good observation, Georgia. That could absolutely be it, because people do project. They attract. They fear people are going to do to them what they doing to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Rob had that too. Are you doing something? You want to talk to somebody else, and then a couple of weeks later, you found out they were cheating the hostess.
Because I would say 8 times out of 10 on divorce court, whenever the men think the woman is having an affair,
just need to be up there with the judge.
It's because the men are having an affair. So I'm just throwing that out there, ladies. So if you got men that for no reason, you ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
He ain't never even acted like that. But now all of a sudden, every move you make, you getting accused of being with another dude or blah, blah, blah. Dude.
That happened to me. I was in a relationship.
It's scientifically proven.
Why you ain't answer the text message? Why you ain't call? Like, bro, like, chill, like, what? I would be so confused the whole time he cheating on me.
Well, now it's a scientific fact now. Yeah. Because of the numbers that I've accumulated. Scientifically, he's cheating. Just throwing that out there.
What's Tyrena say? Tyrena got something to say.
What's she saying?
Oh, I was clicking on it. It was already up.
You did. She said the real question is, what's his underlying issue? What has he been through? How was he treated? What has hardened his heart for trusting?
Oh. So
maybe he's doing that because he really want to break up with her.
I think we need to start bringing our question people on, because I got questions for the questioner. Because my question, so we can better advise and give wise counsel. Because my question is, did he start off like this? Because if he started off like this, then there's an underlying issue. And then that would be applicable to Tyrena. But if he didn't start off like that, then that means something has happened in your relationship to change the trajectory of the way he acts when you go out with your friends, which could only be one of 3 things. 1, he messing up, bro. 2, something happened. Something. Yeah, I guess it is just 2, not 3.
Yeah,
unless you got a 3rd one.
He could actually be doing it as a way to push her away from him, so then they break up instead of just coming to her saying, "I don't want to be."
But this is why I don't understand. Why don't people just break up? If you
because nobody knows how to simply break up.
Okay, it's so easy.
Okay. So if you and a dude, you ain't digging him no more.
Not as a ghoster. Don't even talk to her. Don't even.
Oh, you a ghoster?
Yes. Ghana's a ghost.
No, I'm not a ghoster. I tell you,
you have ghosted.
But I mean, I kind of tell you why. I don't necessarily ghost. I fall back. Like I'm not as consistent. I get sketchy.
But isn't that what ghosting is?
No, ghosting is when you disappear. I don't disappear. I just change my pattern. So like if I'm normally hitting you up every morning, then when the text messages aren't gonna come anymore, I might hit you in the afternoon, and I know it's gonna make you mad. But eventually you'll get annoyed with me and you'll leave me alone.
Wait, so this is what you do when you want to leave a dude alone? Yeah. Instead of just saying, what? You like a whole man.
Because I don't know how to do. They don't take that. Even when I do that, they still don't. They don't.
They don't fight for your love.
I don't want them to. That's the whole point. Like if I'm not, I want it to be like they just be like, oh, so they don't feel the need to come back because they're annoyed. It's not like I said something. If I have a real conversation with you and let you know why, that means I actually do care. But most of the time, I don't.
Jules says
Lorenzo Sanders.
I ghost.
Okay, Casper.
Y'all know Kasha hate ghosting.
I do not like ghosting. But let me give a shout out to Lorenzo Sanders. Thank you for joining Women of Power tonight. Yeah, I personally don't like ghosting. I don't like the feeling that you get when you're ghosted. So I would just rather us. I'll be like adults.
Mature conversation.
Yeah. No, it's not like I got a history of being ghosted. It's weird.
Do you have a history of being ghosted?
I don't. Because really my history is I was always the one that would break up. But see, I would actually break up. Like I broke so many hearts.
But how's your breakup method though? Like how do you break up with somebody?
But when I was younger, it was different than when I'm older. Okay, so when I was younger, it was just kind of like I was having an affair. But now,
wait, what?
It's
he was a cheater.
I would get caught. That's how I broke up. But since in my adulthood, I would just literally say, "This is why it's not working. I don't want to be with you anymore." And unfortunately, my heart was like I had like not a hard heart, but like I didn't. Once I got to the point I wanted to break up, I did not care how you felt. Really, I didn't care how hurt you were or whatever. So it made it easy for me to separate.
Because you didn't care no more.
Right, because I didn't care anymore. And I'm the type of person, when I don't care anymore, I like emotionally disconnect. Everybody don't have that capability.
I wasn't talking about relationships. I was talking about dating.
How do you break up with somebody dating?
Oh, you don't ghost in dating?
I ghost in dating. I don't ghost in relationships. If I'm going to break up,
you can't. I do. First of all, you can't ghost in a relationship. How do you ghost in a relationship?
You'll be surprised.
No,
you have done
people
that.
just disappear.
Yes, they
we
do.
Together and then we not.
They quit messaging you and then you see them posting on Facebook.
You cannot.
2 weeks ago,
people do those.
I've heard those stories. Okay, trust me. I've heard those stuff, but I have a conversation. If it's in a relationship, yeah, I have a conversation. But in dating, nah.
But how can you ghost in a relationship? Like they know everything about you. Like they just show up at your job.
Wait, what? Why?
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
I think they would.
To me, it just seems it would be like impossible to ghost when you in a committed relationship. Ghosting.
Some people try it. I'm saying I've heard it happen.
But the terminology though is really dealing with dating though, right?
It's
ghosting. Ghosting is just in general, right?
You can get ghosted.
We miss you too, Prince. Oh,
hey, Prince.
We were just talking about how Kasha ghosted you.
What? Oh. Yeah, we were just talking about going to Ghana. Even though I know you're not in Ghana, but I was just saying. Anyway, so yeah.
He's not in Ghana?
No,
he's in Nigeria.
He's in Nigeria. So, but yeah, so okay. Well, then in that case, I've never been ghosted in a relationship. Duh. But no, I have been ghosted, I think, twice in the past 2 years, to where you just like, but what I mean by that is like, you might be talking to this person every day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have went out a couple times, y'all talking every day, then all of a sudden you just never hear from them again. Mm-hmm. And they don't respond. That's ghosting. And that leaves you with like 1,000 million questions in your mind. Like, what did I do at first? Yeah. Which me, that's not my first thought, but I'm thinking as a regular person, what did I do? And then you start thinking like, well, why aren't they talking to me? What's going on? You just like not always go crazy because she's so curious.
Because people
she's got no
trifling and they don't feel like they don't feel like they owe you the explanation. They owe you something and they don't.
I don't think I do anymore.
Do it.
Right, but
that's the part. Like, and I know it's not right, but I'm just gonna be we're just gonna be 1,000 on here, right? I used to be the person who I was so, oh my gosh, I don't want to hurt their feelings, and but I guess I don't know what happened to me.
I know what happened.
I don't care anymore.
You got tired.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. So for me, it's like if I'm just not feeling it, what it is,
Nana, is that you love yourself more, because a lot of times people will stay in situations that they're not happy. Move your big old head. They will stay in situations when they're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. They'll stay in a situation longer than they should be. But now, because you love yourself, you don't want them to suffer. But now you're like, I don't want to suffer.
I don't even have the energy. Go ahead.
Right.
Have y'all been ghosted in friendships?
In friendships?
Because ghosting is ghosting.
No, I don't have. I've never really had a lot of friends, so no.
So the great thing about this whole topic
is ghost me. You're not even my friend.
But here's the thing: this light is really bright, and I can't stay right here.
What?
So, I feel like my eyes is bright. I feel like I'm seeing like
your red lip,
heaven right now.
Girl, no, it's good.
No, I need to move. That's
no, she's getting sleepy. That's what that is.
No, go ahead.
No, it's not. It didn't. Like I had more eyelashes in a week until I put this. I can feel like it's like the light is burning the glue in my eye.
Oh my god!
And y'all, I mean, I can just admit I can't hold down the middle. I feel out of place right now. I can't even eat my tomato in the middle. So I need to switch. Let's switch.
What?
Let's switch. Yeah, let's switch. I'll switch with you. I can click.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just
wait a minute. What?
I was gonna come around and let you go.
Y'all excuse us, please.
Musical chairs.
Yeah, this is not normal for the Women of Power Radio show, but we want Zenobia to feel comfortable and to feel.
There you go.
Okay. We want her to feel comfortable. So anyway, we are talking about the question for today, Nana, which is for those that are just jumping in.
Okay, so we had a young woman who was basically saying that her boyfriend gets really insecure every time she says she wants to hang out with her homegirls, and she wants to know why is that. So we were kind of discussing that, and we got into the topic of ghosting. And so right now we're talking about ghosting.
Oh, we still talking about it?
I thought y'all were. Y'all done?
I'm done talking about it because
what I was going to say though is
no more.
What I was going to say.
Bring it in.
What I was gonna say, to go back to the whole ghosting thing too, is that I got to a place to where when it comes like to energy, because when people kind of fall back from me, you know, you can tell, right? Especially let's say if you guys have been talking every day and 2 or 3 days go by, you haven't heard anything. I used to be the type to where I would care and be like, okay, well, let me say something, or like, what's wrong, or if they come back, you know, because they love to come back and act like nothing happened. You know, that I would even entertain them, and then I'd bring up the fact that they went MIA 3 days ago. Now, if you do that, I don't even respond. So one thing I've noticed is that now I just don't even have the energy to entertain you. When you come back and try to say, hey, what's going on? Yeah. I completely ignore you. I don't even have the energy to just be like.
But usually they have like a really good excuse when they come back. It's like, my grandma died, you know, or my dog died, or
I fell asleep. I had someone who
for 2 days.
Always the excuses. I know I fell asleep.
Wait, somebody said that.
But then in Facebook they was posting all night.
Wait, somebody fell asleep.
Like, sir,
wow,
you must really think I'm stupid. So like that kind of thing. The old me would have been like, oh, let me let you know to be petty. I'll go back on the Facebook post and like the post that you were supposed to be asleep at that time, just to let you know that I'm not dumb. But at this point in my life,
ain't nobody got time.
Nobody has time for that. So I see you trying to play me, playing on my intelligence. You think I'm dumb. You could think I'm dumb. I don't care. I'm not responding. So that's why I just don't care anymore.
Listen, Frederick Dwayne Hurst, how you doing, Fred? He says, let it go. Let it go. Just looks like another love TKO.
Yep. So I say, once upon a time, I was a love song. Once upon a time.
I was like, let it go. Peace, deuces. Yeah, because the thing is that time out for putting in more effort than you willing to put into me.
Yeah.
I mean, we both the prize. Really, in my mind, I'm the prize, but we're both the prize just to compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to, make it reciprocal. But anyway, thank you, Fred, for sharing
Hi,
that.
Mom. Hi, Aishik.
Delmedia.
It's not her name.
Demetia.
Her name is Demita.
Demita. Walking in victory. Terrell. How you doing tonight?
She just wanted to eat her.
She happy.
She sure did.
No, but listen, she happy. My mama happy because I finally got my bag out her bag out my car and gave it to her. That's been having for like a month or two.
Yeah, I'm sure she
just wanted to eat your tomato. That's why you wanted tomato,
right?
Well, no, I just feel a little packed it in the middle and,
compacted. She had the most room out of all of us.
I wanted to learn how to play with the mouse
too. What am I? You wanted to learn how to play with the mouse.
Yeah.
Girl, you just made that up.
I'm on the mouse.
Yeah, like, okay.
That's why you get ghosted.
What?
The shade.
At least I get a response. And on that note, you guys, so last week on the show, for those of you that are tuning back in, that's the facts. Hello.
I get a response now.
Whatever. Lorenzo, Zoe Sanders, thank you so much. He said, look, it's some trust issues. You right, brother. But listen, last week we did this challenge. It was Zenobia. The social, what you call it?
Social experiment.
Now, tell them what happened.
So last week we were discussing about how sometimes when you say that you're in a relationship, you get more play, right? Because you know how it is. Nobody wants you until that one wants you. And all of a sudden, all these people come out of the woodworks. Oh, hey, big head. Oh, that's what you're going to do? Yeah. Oh, so you're going to move up. What are you talking about? So we told her, hey, change your relationship status. Don't say anything for a week. We want to see what people are going to say because inbox going to be popping because y'all know Zenobia be blocking her DMs like all the time. They stay closed. Yes, like clink, clink. Right. So we were like, you know what? Let's see if, people try to bust through the gate of relationship status and tell us what happened. So today she's going to report to us and let us know the reaction because, people were just, you tell them.
Okay, but let me just start by here and say, first of all, she did not last a week. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, it was a few days.
Second of all, Zenobia. Never mind. I'm going to let her give her report.
No, you say that and then I'll give it. What was you about to say?
Oh, nothing.
No, say it for real.
Nothing.
No, for real, say it.
Go ahead, Zenobia.
No, I'm asking you to say it before I dive into.
No, I want you to dive in because then, oh wow, the shade. Who's throwing shade?
Y'all throwing shade at me.
She throwing shade at me.
What was you finna say?
You need to jump on her.
What was you finna say?
I'm just gonna say because Zenobia is an attractive girl or woman or whatever you want to call her, lady. Mm-hmm. The social experiment was supposed to confirm what we have witnessed. Well, I say we.
Yeah.
I love her. And so, so now we're here the results of that experiment.
That's what you had to say?
No, but I forgot. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I did on my page. I put that I was in a relationship. The good thing, the reason why I'm really proud about it is because had this been an experiment that we had to do a year ago, I promise I would have been so scared to do it. I would have been so nervous. Mm-hmm. And what? Go ahead. Kasha, love this topic. You know what? This topic is
finish the relationship status social experiment.
Y'all, that's Prince. Let's just say that. But no, okay, so I was really proud of myself. It was a big thing for me because had y'all told me to do that last year, I would have been my anxiety would have been all over the place.
One day.
And I'd be like, no, I actually never would have put it up. And so I actually came up with the idea myself anyway. But so I did it and I was a little nervous at first because I really, thought, I really thought it was going to be a great change in my life. But I thought it was going to be a great change in my life. But what happened was people started responding and people were saying that I was in a relationship with God. Somebody said that I was laid out on the altar and somebody took my phone. Somebody said that, it has to be, somebody had to hack my page because nobody believed me. And it did something to me. I never said anything about it, but it did something because I was laughing for the most part at the responses. None of my friends responded. And so I asked them, I said, well, y'all not gonna respond to my post? And they was like, bro, we seen it and just kept scrolling. You know what I'm saying? First off, because they know that if, as my friends, I would mention it to them first, but I ended it on Friday. I ended on Thursday. No, Friday. It was Friday. I ended on Friday. And the only reason why I ended on Friday because there was nothing that happened. So I'm going to tell y'all something. As much as I play on here and do all of that, I could show them my inboxes for the last year. I really don't have people come shooting after me. I really don't. I play around a lot about me shooting people down, all of that. Maybe one person that we discussed, but I could show you my DMs. And I can show y'all my Facebook and nobody, and I'm a little emotional right now. nobody like tries to approach me. Nobody tries to talk to me. I may get like a like here or a comment there. And so I thought that this would be different, but it literally did.
So it was crickets.
It was really crickets. And so it made me, and then the response of the people, you can kind of, when you post stuff like that, you can kind of see where people's mindset is when it comes to them congratulating you, because there were a lot of people that are on my other post about everything else, but when I posted that, nobody said nothing. And I don't think it was because they, now I can understand my friends, because I would never go to Facebook and that'd be the first thing that I mentioned something like that. So I understood my friends, but for other people, I was like, oh, okay. You know, it made me realize where people stood mentally when it comes to me saying that I was in a relationship, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I took that crap down. Nobody was in my inbox.
Okay. No. What is your philosophy on why her inbox was so dry and ashy?
It's been dry anyway.
It's not so ashy. Hey, you know, I don't.
People think I'm churchy. People was so think I'm so churchy.
That's what I was gonna say. One thing that I saw in the responses is that the responses when people were saying, "Oh, with God," or like your phone had to be hacked, it's almost as if they don't even believe that she would be dating, because it's like, "Oh no, you interested in a man other than Jesus?" And then I was like, wait a minute, like, hey, like I'm still a woman, and I still have desires to want to be married.
Wait, so can I say something? What? Not to interrupt you, just to make it look like it was more realistic. I reached out to my close friends, 2 of my friends who said that they scrolled, because they know I would tell them. I said, can y'all please at least go comment to make it seem like
that's what me and you know,
that's what
they did too.
Yeah, I was like, I love him already.
Yeah,
and I said, nobody said, who is he?
Nobody asked who he was. No, and then I had one friend that called me, and I was like, oh, I bet she called me about that. She called me to ask me why somebody's child was sick. And so, Lord forgive me, but I was just like,
wow. So
I said, because I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to, she goes, you know that too, when it comes to social media, I don't post certain things. I won't say certain things. I may be open about my testimony and my background and all that stuff like that, but I'm not open when it comes to certain stuff like that. So I do post about my church. I do post about my relationship with God. I post about credit repair. That's my job. I post about my kids. And so I think it just shocked people, you know, but then I started thinking, I said,
why is that so shocking?
Yeah, but it's shocking so much to where they can't congratulate you and they take it as a joke. That's where it's kind of like,
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, what is she really doing?
Listen, I left the page up long enough for even people that are always on my post to say congratulations, and they didn't. And I was really surprised by that. And it wasn't a response of they didn't believe me, because when they saw me in person, they was like, oh, congratulations on your thing. But you comment on every other post.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, it opened my eyes a little bit.
Yeah. So
I think that was God preparing me.
Yeah. So the social experiment did work. But it did, it worked in a different way, because you did discredit the fact that just because you post in a relationship, it does not mean that your DM automatically starts blowing up. Because we all agree on that. Okay. But you also discovered, come on here, a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna even go into the depth. I just wanted to throw that in there. Well, yeah.
The clarity. So you got clarity, but she's saying her inbox was still crusty. So you still got
people didn't comment. The people, that's what I'm saying.
And then people that act like they didn't see, but they did see.
See, let me tell y'all something. When life experiences happen, that's when you really see who your friends, who's with you, who's against you, who's in your corner, who's not in your corner. So this was just another life experience, you know, opportunity. And thank God it wasn't a real life experience. Well, it would have been a good life experience to be in a relationship, but you know, when
I was just reading when I was reading the comments, I was thinking, like, if that were me, I probably would have said something like, y'all ain't gonna come on here and make it seem like I ain't got no.
I'm not gonna.
Like those comments, I was like, damn.
I know that it was a lie, and I know that it was an experiment, but for me, like,
I would have felt some.
I'm not. Maybe if you want to connect somebody name to it, like in a relationship.
But that's not it. But that's the thing. Like, I shouldn't have to say that. I did respond by saying thank you guys or whatever like that. So it's not that I didn't, but it did make me feel emotionally some type of way because of the responses that came.
That's me too. Right.
Especially like I can get the guy jokes and stuff like that. You know, those were some people that were really close to me, so I got that. But I think I was just more surprised by everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Whether they thought it was real or not, you know, y'all follow everything else I do, and y'all, you know, so nobody knew it was a social experiment. But the people that were watching watched the show. But it did make me feel like So if I ever do come out and I'm in a relationship, that's why I wouldn't care to put a relationship out there just because of that.
Stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I took that down because I was like, I don't even, you know.
Yeah, I'm putting in a relationship status up the day before my wedding.
Y'all just gonna see wedding.
But you know, I ain't even gonna put it up the day before my wedding. I'm gonna wait till we actually walk down. I'll put it up the next day.
The pictures, the wedding pictures.
No, when I've got an engagement ring, I'm in a relationship.
Okay,
we in this together, bro.
I know it's gonna be big and extravagant, so that engagement video that they put together, that's what y'all gonna see. That's what y'all gonna see.
She get on my nerves.
Talking
about I was all for it, sis. I was happy for your relationship. Yeah, because you was in on it too.
You was on the show, girl. Yeah. But listen, I don't know if you read Nikki Thompson's. Oh,
yeah, that's why I put it up there.
Oh, okay. She was like, beautiful, yellow. Zenobia, God is hiding you from the counterfeits.
Hiding you behind
Can I at least?
She's like a light under a bushel.
No, I know God is hiding me from the counterfeits, Nikki, but can I see the counterfeit?
Can I get? And then you tell me
I can get a DM from the counterfeit.
DM discernment. DM discernment.
You know, it's the thing. Like, you know how when people they approach you or they talk to you, and I'm not talking about men. It could be men, women, or whatever like that. And they be like, "You're not married. You're not in a relationship." I be want to say, bro, if you only knew, like me looking like this has absolutely nothing to do. Like,
but it is shocking because people say that all the time about us.
Yeah.
You know, like you guys are 3 beautiful women and y'all are all single. It's like, yes.
You know it's hard out here for a chick. Oh, you a pimp?
I am.
I knew she was gonna say pimp OG. Come on here.
I'm saying.
It's hard.
The cigarette smokers at the store don't even talk to me. No
what?
More. Yeah, man.
Let's see what Jewel got to say. You want to control this thing over here. You over here reminiscing all up in the third celestial realm. You better calm down.
Jewel said.
Move that mouth.
Jill said it's none of my business. I love the status. I'm here for it. No, Jewel, I ain't talking about you, Jewel. I ain't talking about you.
She loved the status. So let me ask you something. If people just love it but don't comment, that's still cool, right?
No, I'm gonna tell you, it's because I know for a fact who my following is. I know the people who normally comment on my page, this and that.
The regulars.
And the thing is, I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about, I was more shocked at the lack of response from a lot of the women.
Just to celebrate one another. Like that.
Because when I go in there and I say, hey, I'm not on drugs no more, they say, oh, to God be the glory. Or if I say, hey, my credit score is at a 744, they be like, go, yeah. Or if I be like, it's my child's birthday, happy birthday. If I say I'm in a relationship, I'm talking about like dead silence.
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot more comments.
But that's what I'm saying.
Even people questioning, like with eyeballs,
just more of a reaction.
It really showed me something. And
you know what it showed me?
Nobody can use the excuse that they do because nobody do.
Let me tell you what it showed me. It showed me there's a lot more people watching this show than we think.
Because you think they knew?
They had to.
Because
or they just really proved what she's talking about.
True.
Like they just not.
I'm trying to give it for the doubt.
I know.
But okay, we're gonna keep it rolling.
Right down.
All right, Jewel. Tyrena said, not crusty.
Oh yeah, her inbox.
Huh?
No, how you said the inbox was ashy.
So
y'all want me to pull my inbox up?
Was crusted, but you got clarity.
Come on,
that's all right.
No, you ain't got to put your inbox up. So I do want to address Fred.
Kasha out here ghosting y'all. See, they trying to get on me.
Ghost you.
Ain't none of them men. You know what these freaking credit repair people send me God messages. You know, that's what that is.
I'll be the judge of that. Now, see how she snatched that out of my hand?
Wait, whoa, crap.
Pay attention to reactions, y'all. Pay attention to reactions.
Have you checked that other inbox? No, for real. You know the other inbox.
The one that's people's at your friends?
Mm-hmm.
I see it every once in a while.
Have you checked your other inbox? The one where the people who aren't your friends?
Yeah, them be the hood dudes.
Then go down to the bottom where it says spam and check that inbox. You know, there's 2 of them.
No.
Yeah, there's 2.
So the spam
folder also.
Don't mess up this experiment. Check it on your own time.
Yeah, I'll show you after. There's a spam one.
Oh, I do got a message request from ex-church member.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so listen, y'all. That was our social experiment with Zenobia. We're going to move on to the second question.
I'm done.
But Fred, don't say all the time. Because all the time means all the time. I just talked to you last week.
But it was a good social experiment, though. But watch, when I come out with the real deal Holyfield, best believe it's going to be a name attached to it.
Come on here.
And you know what? Yes, God is going to be in that. Boom. Now, one of the people that was on there talking about, I must have been late at the altar. He said that on purpose because low key, you've been trying to talk to me, and so you had to try to be funny on my comment. But we ain't gonna say that because he's not watching right now.
So Tarina says, you know, that makes me think. I look back at my status when I posted that picture of myself and my guy. Yeah, we know about that picture. I got a lot of feedback, and my DM started jumping way too much. Had to start blocking and deleting.
That's because she showed his face.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to create a face.
Too late.
Oh yeah, because
you already came out and said.
What about when I get in a real
relationship? Should have made like a whole fake account and put it in a relationship with. Because everybody probably would have been feral pressing him and trying to see. You know, would have been us. So we would have been able to see.
But you know,
kind of messages
but I'm gonna give it about 2 months. I'm gonna give it about 2 months.
And then you're gonna try it again,
like a real person. Yeah, and he gonna be white.
Love you too. All right, Prince. Prince says, Nana, I was in your country last week.
Oh, in Accra.
Ghana.
Aquaba.
Can you come to America?
Did you have fun?
Can you come to America with the goats? So you can buy off caution.
The dowry.
Goats. The dowry. I don't want. My family doesn't want goats now. They want diamonds.
Blood Diamond. Have you seen that movie, Blood Diamond?
Yes, it's true. It's actually a true story.
What's the next topic?
All right, Nana, what we got?
The next one is we have a young woman who wants to know, is she clingy, right? So she says, my boyfriend and I stay only 20 minutes away from each other. He only sees me 1 to 2 times a week. I would prefer 3 to 4 times, but I don't get that. So am I being clingy because he makes it seem like it's too much? I summed it up, but basically she was saying like he has free time, but sometimes when she catches him or talks to him, you know, he basically spends more time in his free time like hanging out with his friends and stuff like that. So it's not like he's not free and he's that busy. He just only wants to see her 1 to 2 times a week, and she feels like it's not enough. So she's asking,
are they? Yeah, they're in a relationship,
and they live only 20 minutes away from each other, but she only gets to see him 1 to 2 times a week, and she's thinking it should be more than that. So she wants to know, is she clingy? So my question to y'all is, when you are in a relationship, we're not talking about dating, like y'all committed, monogamous, exclusive, do you feel the need to see your bae, your boo, at least 1 to 2 times a week? Or you are the kind who wants to like be up under him and you want
like see him every day?
Yeah, or at least 3 to 4 times.
But see, that's where women mess up. Okay, this is where women mess up.
Yeah,
when they're in a relationship, okay, and want to see their man every day, spend the night with him, practically move into his apartment, got 2 brushes over there. You giving him wifely privileges as a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So this is why we see these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 relationships that end with them finding somebody else. No, I only need to see you 1 or 2. You want to see me more? Put a ring on it.
She's gonna be out with somebody else. Cashology.
Come on here. Y'all better recognize Cashology. It'll set you free. It'll give you a new game. Come on here. Listen. I would say, am I clingy? Yes, you are. You are wanting to be more than y'all are. Because if he wanted to see you more, he would. Y'all live 20 minutes away, which to me, that's a nice little drive.
That is.
I mean, it's not like 5 minutes. It ain't like y'all live in the same neighborhood.
20 minutes is like from Southwest Fort Worth to probably like
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man,
that's
like, longer than 20 minutes.
I get to church in like 15 minutes.
If my boyfriend stayed out here, we would never see
each other. Part of y'all?
I mean, that's a nice little drive.
Nice little drive to me is like 35, 40 minutes. When I get nice,
I'm thinking 20, only 10 minutes.
Well, you know what? 20 minutes really ain't long if you can get traffic.
Okay. What I'm saying is, it's not around the corner.
I wouldn't want to see.
You got to be intentional when you make a 20-minute drive. It ain't like, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to stop by Bay House. No, you got to make up your mind. I'm going to Bay House. You got to put drinks in your car. You got to prepare for this 20-minute trip.
And that's why she's wondering why he ain't putting drinks in his car and preparing to see her.
Because he don't want to see you like that.
One thing that I learned about a man is gonna do what a man wants to do, and if he's not making any progress, if he's not taking the necessary steps to see you that many times a week, is because he doesn't want to. And it's not that he's evil and a bad person. He just don't want to see you.
He wants the space.
Yeah.
Like I'm good with 1 to 2.
Because then the thing is what's the reason for wanting to be around him 3-4 times a week? Is it that you feel that the more you're around him, the more the relationship is protected, the more that it's secure? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, some people just literally like to be in presence.
Yeah.
I used to be
she's feeling him. You know? She's feeling him. And when you with somebody that you like, you want to be with them every day, all the time. Yeah. But you're gonna have to quench your feelings. I'm
how old are they? Because if y'all working and stuff, y'all can't see each other.
It don't. Yes, you can.
People. You clock out, don't you?
Yeah. We've talked about how you could be in your bed tired, don't feel like cooking, don't feel like cleaning, don't feel like doing nothing. Till you get that call or that WYD text, and all of a sudden it's like,
and you know what? When that used to happen to me, I would laugh the whole time in the mirror while I would get ready to go sin, because I'd be like, I knew what I was gonna do, and I'd be laughing at myself, but not because it was funny. It was like,
like I'm too tired today. I don't know what he thinks this is. Is he calling? Y'all, I'm about to go. So I'm gonna see something. Yeah, no.
I used to tell the kids I'll be back in the morning.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. In a healthy dating relationship, you don't see each other every day, but we have kind of programmed ourselves
as far as the.
Oh, go ahead.
If she says she is not a priority,
I'm trying to keep up with him. Oh, Prince.
He'll be in America.
He said he'll be in America in September.
Oh, great! Awesome, Prince. We can't wait to see you.
We'll definitely set something up. We're in Texas.
Tyrena said, "Stop trying to sell mama for goats."
So, Clem, wait.
Yeah, I would say just CLM.
So CLM Esparza. Okay.
She is not a priority for him.
Facts. And that's what you say. You know, even there's a scripture that talks about your money, you put your money where your heart is, or your heart is where your money is.
Oh yeah. But my mom tells that to me all the time.
Right.
Where your treasure is, where your what is it?
Yeah, where your heart is.
Yeah.
So in other words, in that particular scripture, it's talking about you giving, as far as like tithes and offering, different things like that. Like, because you love God, you'll give, you know, and where you give your money, your time, or whatever. This is just in life in general. Yeah, wherever you giving your money, your time, and your whatever else you got to give, the most is where your heart is. And so, you know, sometimes we'll be like, this is my friend. Like, a man may have a female friend, but then he may have a girl, but he spend more time with his friend, with his girl. This is where your heart at, bro. Wherever you spend your treasure is your time, your talent, and your money. Time, talent, tokens. It's a T, another T. Time, talent, treasure. So wherever most of that goes, that's where your heart is. And so right now, sis, his heart
is with his homeboys.
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing?
She said he be hanging out with the homeboys.
Hanging out with his friends. Like, it's not that he's that busy, but he has free time. He just prefers to be like hanging out with his friends or doing other stuff.
This sounds so familiar. Somebody else had a situation like that. And yeah, it's by choice, because they ended up jumping into another relationship afterwards, and he was with that female like almost every day. But didn't have time for the previous female.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's about what they want.
Right. What's Tyrena got to say?
That's Jewel. Jewel says, yeah, that's a little clingy, but Tyrena says,
thank you, sis.
He has something. Wait. Tyrena says he has something else going on. If he's really interested, then he will make the time. Remember, men only make time for what they really want to put effort into. Thank you. That's why I'm single.
Same.
No, that's not why you're single. You're single because your DM is dry.
I'm single because I don't know man want to put no time into that.
Well,
The
time and effort part.
Right. Yeah. Right. And plus, you like this all the time. So
no, I am not.
Yeah,
no, I'm not.
Can somebody be a witch?
I hadn't been like that. But I hadn't been like that in a long time. But people just don't.
But they remember that.
They remember what? Listen, if I'm trying to tell you,
just intimidated.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I try not to like. I used to when the dudes used to be in my inbox. I used to talk about God all the time. I was like, I'm with Jesus. I go to church, this and that, and they be like, But now it's like I don't even get a high, or nothing. I'm trying to tell you, like, God, send me the chocolate man that you have ready for me. I'm ready.
She's stuck on this chocolate.
Because I'm
gonna laugh so hard if she marries like a high yellow guy.
I would never marry a high yellow guy.
Never say never.
Like my skin color?
No, let's start there.
Am I considered high yellow?
First of all, no, you're white. But never say never. Okay.
I'd say you're a red mouth.
I would never marry a high yellow guy.
You're saying never.
Because when I think of high yellow, I think of me.
You said you would never date nobody with teeth, but you was almost married to one. So the point is that we said all these things that we say we will never do. Stop saying never.
No, because when I think of high yellow, I think of somebody that looks like me, and then I think of with my type of hair. I've never. That's one type of person I've never dated.
And that just
is this what high yellow is?
No,
you're red.
High yellow is like
Steph Curry.
Like Brother Jeremiah.
You are outside your mind.
Ain't he yellow?
He is mixed. I would never talk to a mixed guy.
Never say that.
I am saying it.
I said you would talk to a Caucasian. I'm sorry.
I like white men.
I digress.
Yeah.
Let's focus on this question. I'm sorry. Who do we have?
I like white men, but I don't like mixed guys. I do not like mixed men.
Okay, bye, Prince. Princess, we gotta go. See you later, Prince. Bye. Thanks for jumping in. All right.
It's okay.
Wait, what?
I don't know what she just says. Who are they talking about? I don't drink goat milk. I don't eat goat milk, and I don't wear goat coats.
Where do you see this?
Your mom is cutting up about the
Oh, Lord. You're right, Jewel. We can't forget to have a life of our own. Cheryl Lewis Thomas says, what?
She said,
I don't drink goat milk. I don't eat goat milk, and I don't wear goat coats. I want the diamonds. Already. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside?
Who is Tyrena talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're trying to get down there. But somebody's slow on the clicker.
What? I'm faster than y'all. Y'all be over here.
Yo, man, them people
None will have the next quote up while we on the whole last one.
That's because you keep taking them out.
You know why? Is it a secret?
Zenobia, wait, what?
We way up here. Dang, we way up here.
I'm not gonna click on the part.
Thank you, Prince. Hold on.
Tyrena says, you can't be too holy to date open-minded, but you drop your standard. Wait, what?
I have to leave now. You guys are wonderful. I'm owning you guys $1,000 each. DM me. I'm owing.
He means owing.
You owe us $1,000 each.
You would never. It ain't gonna be US dollars. Never own me.
It might be $1,000.
I will. He said, okay. Well, I'm gonna DM you, Prince, because I want my rack.
Now, if she DM you because of what you said, then that should let you know who she truly is.
He already knows who I truly am. I've already told Prince we will not be together. Yeah, right, Prince? Tell the truth.
I don't want a Puerto Rican.
It's not going to happen.
I'm not going to date.
I like younger men, but not that young.
I don't want a Puerto Rican. Anyways.
All right, Tyrena says, sis, you can't be too holy to date. Open-minded, but don't drop your standards.
Right, but also too. Let me tell y'all something. If you're, and I had to learn this as a pastor, if you're a Christian woman or a Christian man and you're going on a date, just be yourself. You don't have to show them how holy and righteous you are. Your demeanor and the way you act should show who you are. So you don't have to say, "Oh, I'm saved, I'm holy, I'm abstinent, I'm this." Just get to know the people. Just let them see your personality. You ain't got to pull out the scriptures.
I went on a date.
You ain't got to pray.
I went on a date in July.
What does that have to do with what I'm talking about?
I'm
talking to the world.
You're
taking this personal.
She tried. She
right, but I'm talking to the world. She's taking this personal.
Because someone called her out personally.
What they say?
She said, "Sis, I think she said, sis, you can't be too holy to date open-minded." She was talking about Zenobia.
Can't be too holy to date open-minded.
And you can't be posting on man.
Hey, Tanisha, how you doing on tonight?
I say that because I was going to say something slick, Tyrena.
Right, she got a Puerto Rican for you.
I don't date Puerto Ricans.
Tanisha said he might be tired of being the one trying to see her all of the time. Hopefully she's putting in the effort to try to see him. Maybe the relationship is getting boring. He definitely is not putting in the effort. That's why she was saying she doesn't understand why he doesn't want to see her.
Right,
so
right.
Definitely.
But is she leaving it up to him? Because sometimes we will take the seat back. Because I've shared this before.
Yeah.
How I've always been taught by Cheryl Lewis Thomas, who's on right now, that the proof of desire is in the pursuit. And so I've never really had an issue because I always have been pursued. But as an adult now, I'm realizing that these men don't know how to pursue. Let's start there. Yeah. Secondly, that it's not necessarily on them, because men will put all this effort in, and if they don't see them back, they're gonna fall out.
If it's one-sided.
Right, if it's one-sided. So I have to ask her, is it one-sided? Because you waiting on him to initiate the fact that he want to see you. Maybe he want to know that you want to see him. See, when I watch movies, okay, does anybody else watch movies?
Yeah.
Does anybody else get frustrated with the script and the fact that if you would just be honest and open your mouth and tell the truth how you feel, this movie could go a whole nother way? But instead they stay silent. Mm-hmm. They take the blame for stuff that's not. I'm emphatic. If it ain't my fault, you gonna know it ain't my fault. I didn't do it. But coming back to relationships, if you would just be honest about how you feel, that would just switch the game up.
But I mean, I feel like it also could be that she's attempting to, and he doesn't want to. Because I don't know, for example, if you've ever been in a situation to where it's like, you're the one asking, okay, so when are you available, or when the next time you're free? And that's something that they should be doing. But it's like, he's only making room when she's asking, let's just say, for 1 to 2 times a week, even though she could be asking for more, which is the whole point of he's not trying to see me more. Because I would assume if she already feels some type of way that he lives that close, I'm pretty sure she's attempted to try to see him more than 2 times a week, but he be, no, not today. He's tomboying that because he don't want to see her like that. That's the whole point. Okay. So I think that's what it is.
Okay. Well, then that switches it up then.
Yeah.
So he's not interested. He's not that into you. He's not that into you, sis. And that's.
Wait. I have a question though. If we're saying that he's not that into her because he only wants to see her 1 to 2 times a week, but we also said if more than 1 to 2 times a week is clingy, how does one then decipher if someone is actually into them or not? Because now I'm confused, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because are we saying that
spirit of confusion?
Are we? Right, y'all feel what I'm saying? So are we saying that 1 to 2 times is normal?
Okay, so I'm not saying 3 to 4 times is clingy. I never said 3 to 4 times is clingy.
No, I know, but we're telling her because he doesn't want to see her more than 2 times a week, he must not be that into her because he still spends time with his friends, right? So
then somebody on here said 3-4 times a week is clingy.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, so let's say if I'm in a relationship and my boyfriend only wants to see me 1 to 2 times a week, does that mean he's not that into me? Or should we be seeing each other more than 1 to 2 times a week? Didn't think you asked.
I would just say this, that just because he's not that into you now doesn't mean that he will not start to like you more and want to spend more time with you.
No, but what I'm saying is, so does 1 to 2 times a week equivalent?
No, it doesn't equivalent. But it equivalates if you got this close proximity and you're wanting to see them more than that. Mm-hmm. So unless they've got like, oh no, I'm working late, or my parents are having a dinner, or I've got a wedding, I've got this. But if you just like, no, I'm gonna hang with the boys every time, then that's a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're choosing to be with your homeboys versus being with me. Right. So now it's like it's personal. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But if you got, people have busy lives. Like me, I couldn't see nobody 3-4 times a week just because of my schedule.
I was gonna say too, I'd be all over the place. Yeah. Now maybe now if it was her saying talking on the phone, that'd be a whole different story, because you can still pick up the phone.
Yeah, of course you can talk on the phone. But trying to physically see somebody, so I would say, but a guy who is like into you and really likes you maybe as much as you like him, he's gonna be like, and tell his homeboys, hey, I'll see y'all later. Don't you think?
Yeah, you better. Shoot.
Right. So that's why I'm saying he's not that into her.
Yeah.
Zenobia, what's your final answer? Think about it. Nana, what's your final answer?
Yeah, I would definitely say he's not that into you for the simple fact that he is choosing to hang with his friends and do other things first. Nobody likes to be an option, right? Especially when you feel like you're almost trying to make him a priority as far as trying to make time to see them, and they're constantly putting you on the back burner. Because I've been there, and girl, that is not a good feeling. Like he would do everything else in the book, and then afterwards, oh, I thought you don't want to see me. Like you've been doing all this stuff today. What made you think I was gonna know? Like you made that decision, so no. I think that you should just have a conversation if it hasn't been communicated in
Communication,
non-confrontational manner to say like, hey, when you don't make time for me, this is how it makes me feel. I'm not sure if moving forward you feel like you'd be able to make more time for me, and see how that goes. If he says yes, then y'all try it out and see how it works. But if he's like, well, this is me and I'm not really trying to, then girl,
don't even let him finish the sentence.
Dang. Okay, what's your final thought?
You could just
y'all type in y'all final thoughts. We get ready to close the show.
I agree with
here we go with this ghosting.
I agree with Nada. I've learned just along the way, communication is very important. If you don't communicate it, that means that it can never be addressed, and he may never know. So once you do address it with him, he then has the choice to either say, "Oh, okay, really." My bad. Okay, I like blah blah this. He'll go this route, or he'd say, "Well, like she said, that's just who I am." I wouldn't necessarily say at this point that he's just not that into her. I would judge that after the conversation is had.
Okay. And you cannot be afraid to ask questions.
Man, you got to.
Fearful that they're going to leave or they're going to not want to call. Because if they do choose to do that, then deuces, good luck to you. So don't be afraid to express how you feel, because your feelings are valuable. And what good does it do to be in a relationship where they getting all the benefits and you getting the scraps? No, I got questions. I need answers. And if you don't feel comfortable answering them, then on to the next.
Again.
Is that yes? Okay. So listen, we want to thank y'all so much for.
How about you just start hanging out with your homegirls and then see how he feels.
And don't be so available. I'll say too, one thing that
I'm tired of all these rules with men.
It's not even a rule.
Yeah, no, but I'm not saying. I'm just saying like it's always
all these little things you have to remember.
Don't be too available.
Don't.
Well, no, it's not something you got to remember. It's just.
It's a lot, though.
It is to remember if you're used to
being available.
It's for me, I used to be available all the time.
Yeah.
Like I would drop. Not that I would be available, but I would be available. I would make myself available for them. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm very busy. But because I like them so much, it's like, oh, he's calling. I'm going to answer the first call. Oh, he wants to do this. Let me drop what I'm doing or make time. And I would always do. But then when it was the other way around, hey,
let me call you back.
Who was sitting there collecting dust and waiting? Like a log on a bus.
Hey,
so I was like, exactly.
Overextending.
Exactly. I overextended myself. So I realized, like, no, I'm going to return that same energy. If you make time
have that healthy balance.
I make time for you. But if you're going to be putting me on the back burner and making sure that you're busy, I'm going to do the same thing to you. And hopefully you're able to take it. What I have discovered from my experience, and this is not even long ago, people do not like that. It's so funny that men can do that to you. And when you do the same thing, whether they take forever to answer a text message, you do the same and take a little while. Boy, the reaction that I got, y'all would not believe it. I'm like, sir, you do this all the time.
Yeah,
where is this coming from? Why are you getting so upset? Like, I don't even care. I just be laughing. They be angry and I send kissy face emojis and be like, chill. Like, I don't care.
No.
It's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not.
But I get that part about making yourself available and stuff like that. And it's not like you do it to try to prove a point or anything like that. It's like when you like people and care about people. But I'm kind of like where you at right now. Sometimes I do have to tell myself a little bit, okay, don't send that text message or don't do this. Don't react this way. And it used to scare me. And I used to do it, but I've been telling myself lately, I've been patting myself on the back. I was like, man, you came a long way. I said, because you would normally do this, you would normally do that.
Trying to be appeasing.
And now it flows a little bit smoother because I've adjusted to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting more immune to not being that type of person. And I'm absolutely great with it. We cannot get mad at people or feel some type of way about people when we overextend ourselves just because they don't.
Right.
They never even said that they would. So how can you be mad at us? It's because you extend yourself so much. That's your expectation of them, but you expected something that was never promised to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just because you extend,
gave them 1,000,
it doesn't mean that they have to give their return. And so we give these bad names and like he this, or she this, she that. No, you put yourself in that position and they just roll with it. You know what I'm saying? They just roll with it with the rooftop down.
Tanisha Price, what's up? I wanted to do Armadio.
Oh,
because I love trying to pronounce. Okay, Armadio Rodrigo Q Saboya. So
Hermano, are you from Brazil?
Are you from Brazil?
Hermano Rodrigo Q
Saboya. God bless you as well. Thank you for tuning in to the Women of Power Radio Show. All right, let's see what is this Tanisha?
That is Tanisha Price.
You gotta click show. Okay, now it's coming up.
She says, 1 to 2 times a week is okay to me, especially being 20 minutes away. Hopefully he's working hard during the week and trying to make a living. He can see her on the weekend.
On the weekend.
But he be seeing his friends. That's what her issue is.
Yeah, her issue is, Tanisha, that he spends time more than two.
Listen,
times
if he only see her on the weekend, we need to be singing the SZA song.
In the
What
did she say?
That song on the weekend. Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
okay. Rakita said, throw him in the gutter and go get another.
Okay. Come on, Ricky. Just like that.
You know what song I like by SZA? Broken Clocks.
Oh.
My God.
Jack Ramos. Thank you for joining us on tonight. Oh, we love you too.
Yay!
Thank you for tuning in. So listen, you guys, I think we all gave our final thoughts,
Yes,
right?
we sure
So
did.
that was our show for tonight. We do got a couple of commercials at the end, but listen, don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. with Women of Power Radio Show on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes. Make sure.
Every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Listen, so make sure you
subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Again, we know that y'all like to get on here and watch on Facebook. If you view us from YouTube, you still get your comments coming to us. You still get to be in the room. You're not going to be just a one little lonely part of the squad, but also just hit the notification bell. You don't even have to ever go back. We just need the algorithms. So just like the page. You never have to go back on there.
Never have to go back
like
to YouTube.
Just like the channel.
But go to YouTube.
Thank you.
Make sure you type in Women of Power Radio Show in its totality.
You never got to go back. Treat it like a one-night stand.
Thank you. Just hit it one time and go. Por favor.
Okay. Please.
Cash App. If you feel led to bless us so that we can continue to bless you with the great content and try to, make better videos and have more clarity and, be more, because, we know we can be a little ashy sometimes on the screen. I ain't gonna lie. Help us to work on that and give us.
We ashy
a little bit. I'm talking about ashy and like the screen is ashy. Look a little dusty on the camera. But anywho, just our Cash App is $WOP Radio. So feel free to donate whatever the Lord puts on your heart.
Yeah,
to give.
support. This is a ministry for us, you guys. So make sure you support.
We take stripper money and drug money. It doesn't matter.
Leave a Facebook review if you haven't already. Just giving us feedback on what you like, what you don't like, because again, we real and raw over here. We like to know how you all feel, what you all like to see more of. And for those who've never been a part of Savage Squad, what can they expect, when they come over here? Because we lit over here.
Okay? #Savage Squad.
Okay. And last but not least, you can submit your questions right here in the comments. If you don't want everybody in your business, you can slide in our DMs. We welcome you. If not, you feel free to email us at womenofpower5@gmail.com, or you can go onto our site too, which is Women of Power 5.
Y'all done started some in the comments.
Yeah.
Look.
What happened?
What?
Jack, what are you talking about?
So what's whose name?
So what's your name? Who?
There's 3 of us.
So this is Nana O.
This is Kasha Hunt. Give your whole name.
And that's Zenobia Hart.
Konnichiwa.
The designer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
All right, Fred. Thank you for the laugh.
Jack off of the super. What's the cartoon Incredibles?
Oh, I don't know their names.
The Incredibles. Jack is like a little baby.
Nobody cares about Jack right now. Okay, so listen. Don't forget to tune in next week. Same bad place.
Same bad time.
Look, Fred say something wrong with you, Zenobia. And it is. That's why we love her so much.
But that's what I'm saying. We accept drugs, but
for the first time.
I saw it.
Okay, we love y'all. Bye. I'll tell you.
We accept stimulus checks.
Bye, y'all. Oh yeah, y'all about to get the stimmy. Just hit us with $5, please. Everybody give even $2. We can do
PPP loans too.
And don't forget, that's a Cash App, $WOP Radio.
Okay.
That's Cash App, $WOP Radio. Your donations.
Divorce
donations.
WOP with that stimmy. All right. Thank you.
We love y'all. Listen,
what is it? Tax credit or something?
Child credit.
EIC, earned income credit.
Unemployment checks.
Y'all getting the stimmy plus your tax.
Plus your tax return.
The world is providing a lot of income right now,
So anyway, love you guys.
Disaster loans.
Those memes took me out. The $1,400 memes. Y'all saw that?
Jig, we don't know you,
so
so
boyfriends.
no,
You want boyfriends? You actually should have them.
We take disability checks too.
Oh
no, we don't want boyfriends. We want men friends. We're too old for boys.
You want boyfriends, me?
Do you want boyfriends, me? He's saying
he's joking. I know.
Ha ha ha.
But no, we don't want no boys here. Only men. All right. I love you too, Fred. Check y'all out next week.
Trap
Bye-bye.
House Cash.
Okay.